Welcome to the GPS eBite on writing and submitting a self-assessment. The following video will demonstrate how to write and submit your completed self-assessment during the performance review period. Please note that you can only write and submit a self-assessment once performance reviews are made available to GPS users. If performance reviews are not available, you will not be able to start, edit, or submit your self-assessment. Before we begin, I want to emphasize that you are completing the self-assessment as part of the overall performance review process. Please work with your supervisor to determine if you are required to complete a self-assessment as well as any applicable due dates. Let's get started by logging into the GPS Center. There are two options to access your self-assessment. You may access the self-assessment by clicking on Reviews at the top of the screen, or you can navigate to the My Tasks section on the left-hand side of the screen and click on the hyperlink, Write Self-Assessment. The Performance Review module will appear. Navigate to the Overview column on the left-hand side of the screen. This section contains the performance standards. To begin your self-assessment, click on the first performance standard or click on the Access the Review button on the top right of the window. When the Performance Standards Overview window appears, click on the applicable performance standard. A description of the standard will appear along with the performance standard scale and definitions. It is important to read these details thoroughly. Within the Employee Self-Assessment section, click on the appropriate rating and key in some supporting details aligning to that rating. It is important to note the more detailed you are in the comments section, the more accurate the overall performance review. Your supervisor has the ability to return your self-assessment if you do not provide enough information to support your ratings. In this example, I also have a supporting document I would like my supervisor to review that aligns to this performance standard. To attach the document, click on the Show Tools icon and then click on Attachments at the bottom of the window. Select the Add button, browse for the supporting document, add any additional comments, and click OK. Remember to utilize the Save button throughout this process so you do not lose any information you have entered. In addition, you have the ability to track where you are in the self-assessment process under the Overview column. A full white or half-white circle means the assessment of the performance standard is not complete or information is missing, and a full gray circle indicates it is complete. Once you have finished assessing a performance standard, click Next on the top right of the window. You will repeat the same process for each of the performance standards. At this point, you should have completed ratings and detailed comments for all of the performance standards. The section summary provides you with an overall snapshot of all ratings for each performance standard. You can edit your ratings and comments from the section summary, or go back into each performance standard link under the Overview panel. If you have created a goal plan, you will also need to assess ratings and comments for your goals. Click Next to begin assessing your goals. It is important to note that there is a different rating scale and definitions under the Goal section, so be sure to read these details thoroughly. In the Goal Overview, click on each goal or click Next to begin. In this example, I am going to key in my ratings and comments for the goal, Improve Reports to Hierarchy. The Goals section summary provides the same capabilities as the Performance Standards section summary. You can review and edit your ratings or comments. Click Next once you have finished. The final summary component of the self-assessment is the final performance rating section. This section calculates the overall performance rating based on the individual ratings you have entered for each of your performance standards, as well as your goals, if they are applicable. In this example, my overall performance rating is Achieves. Enter in your final comments, confirm you have completed all sections, and click on the Save icon. You are now ready to submit your self-assessment to your supervisor. Click on Submit Review, key in any final comments, and click OK. A pop-up window will appear confirming you have successfully sent your self-assessment to your supervisor. Thank you for watching this eBite on writing and submitting your self-assessment. To access more training videos for GPS, please visit the Human Resources subsection in Knowledge Center. If you have any questions about anything you have learned today, please email us at gps@uthscsa.edu.